Hello guys, so given a linear simultaneous equation in three unknowns, you can solve either by substitution or elimination. So if these are our three equations, equation 1, 2, and 3, then I want us to solve this first by substitution. Now I want to write it in such a way that it is much simpler. As we can see here, our variables are 1 over x, 1 over y, and 1 over z. So I can decide to say, let 1 over x be equal to A, let 1 over y be equal to B, and let 1 over z be equal to C for simplicity's sake, so that I can be able to now write my equation as A minus 2 1 over y, so that is minus 2b minus 2c. That's our equation 1 now. And then this is 2a plus 3b plus c is equal to 0, is equal to 1. Then this is 3a minus 3b minus 3c is equal to 3. So equation 2, equation 3. Now to solve using substitution, this is how we go about it. So I'm going to take equation 1 and make A the subject of the formula. So taking 1, make A subject. After that, I'm going to replace the value of A in 2 and 3. Then replace the value of A in equation 2 and 3. Okay, let's go. So making A the subject of the formula, we will have A is equal to 2B plus 2C. If you cross this to the other side. So replacing them in equation 2 and 3, replacing in equation 2, we'll have 2 into A, and our A is 2B plus 2C plus 3B plus C is equal to 1. That is, we're replacing in equation 2. And this will simplify to 4B plus 4C plus 3B plus C is equal to 1. And that clearly will give us 4b plus 3b, that will be 7b plus 5c is equal to 1. So whatever we get here, let's call it equation number 4. Okay, taking the value of A again, we're going to replace in equation 3. So replacing in equation 3, what are we going to have? So replacing in equation 3, so this was in equation 2. Replacing in equation 3, we will have 3 into A. Our A is 2b plus 2c minus 3b minus 3c is equal to 3. Simplifying that, we will have 6b plus 6c minus 3b minus 3c is equal to 3. 6b minus 3b will give 3b. 6c minus 3c will give plus 3c is equal to 3. Let's call whatever we get here equation number 5. Now taking equation 4 and 5, clearly look at them. We have B and C alone. I will take equation 4 and make B the subject of the formula. So like that's the procedure. So taking equation 4, make B the subject, and then replace that value. Replace the value of B in equation 5. In equation 5. Okay, so making B the subject of the formula in equation 4, what are we going to have? We will have B is equal to 1 minus 5C over 7. Replacing it in equation 5, we'll have 3 into B is 1 minus 5C over 7 plus 3c is equal to 3. Solving this, so let's multiply all through by 7. We will have multiplying by 7 here, multiplying by 7 here and here as well. So this and this will cancel. Opening this bracket, we'll have 3 minus 15c plus 21c is equal to 21. Okay, minus 50, 21 minus 15, that will give us 6c is equal to 21 minus 3, that will give us 18. So clearly c is equal to 3. After getting the value of c, we can be able to get the value of b and a as well. So since c is equal to 3, what's the value of b? B is given by 1 minus 5c. Our c is 3/7 from this equation here. So our b will be 1 minus 15/7, and this is minus 14/7. So b is clearly minus 2. And what's the value of a? Look at our a. We made a the subject of the formula when you were starting. So a was equal to 2b plus 2c. Now come here. A was equal to 2b plus 2c. So this is clearly 2 into the value of b is minus 2 plus 2 into the value of c is this. So this is minus 4 plus 6, and this clearly gives us 2. Now remember, our questions were in terms of x, y, and z. So we have our a as a is equal to 2. And what was our a? We replaced the value of a with, we said let a be equal to 1/x. When you're being told to solve this question, clearly you're being asked to get the value of x, y, and z. So if our a is 1/x, our a is 2 and it is 1/x, what's the value of x? So I will write 2 is equal to 1/x, make x the subject of the formula. This is 2x is equal to 1, and x is hence equal to 1/2. Our b is equal to minus 2, and our b was 1/y. So clearly this is minus 2y is equal to 1, making y the subject of the formula. We will find that y is equal to minus 1/2. And finally, our z, which is equal to our c, which is equal to 3, c is equal to 3, which is equal to 1/z. So making z the subject of the formula, we have z is equal to 1/3. And these are the answers. In a similar manner, we can solve this same equation by the method of elimination. So in order for us to use elimination, this is what we are going to do. So using elimination, method, now I want to write the equations again. We had 1/x minus 2/y minus 2/z is equal to 0. 2/x plus 3/y plus 1/z is equal to 1. 3/x minus 1/y minus 3/z is equal to 3. So I said that if we let 1/x be equal to a, 1/y be equal to b, and 1/z be equal to c, then we will have our equations as a minus 2b minus 2c is equal to 0, 2a plus 3b plus c is equal to 1, and 3a minus b minus 3c is equal to 3. Call this equation number 1, call this equation number 2, call this equation number 3. Now solving using elimination, we basically want to eliminate either of the variables at any given point. So taking equation 1 and 2, I will use my equation 1 as a reference point. So taking 1 and 2, I will eliminate a. Now eliminating a basically means I am going to multiply with the coefficient so that this and this are the same. Now look at this. This is a and this is 2a. I want to make them the same so that I eliminate either by addition or subtraction. So I will make this 2a. So I will multiply the whole of this equation 1 by 2, and this one will just remain, or I will multiply it by 1 so that when I subtract, this will be 0. So in order for me to eliminate a in equation 1, I will take 2 of equation 2 minus, 2 of equation 1, 2 of equation 1 minus 1 of equation 2. clearly, if I take 2 of this will be 2a minus 1 of this, that will be 2a. So that will give us a 0. Now, taking that, what do we have? So 2 of equation 1, I'll multiply all throughout equation 1. So that will be 2a minus 4b minus 4c is equal to, multiplying by 2 here, you get 0. Then multiplying equation 2 by 1, that is 2a plus 3b plus c is equal to 1. Subtracting these two equations, what will we have? So subtracting, clearly you see I've eliminated a, it's 0, minus 4b minus 3b, that will be minus 7b. Be very careful not to leave out this sign as you're subtracting. Minus 4c minus c, that will be minus 5c. This is equal to 0 minus 1, that will be minus 1. Whatever you get, call it equation number 4. Now, taking equation number 1 and 3, we first of all took 1 and 2. Now we are taking 1 and 3 and we are eliminating a still. So taking equation 1 and 3, eliminate a. Again, eliminate a. So let's look at our coefficients for a, for equation 1 and 3. Now this one is 1 here and this one is 3 here. So in order for me to eliminate, they need to be the same. So I will multiply equation 1 by 3, then subtract those two equations. So I will take 3 of equation 1, 3 of equation 1 minus 1 of equation 3, subtract. And what does this give? 3 of equation 1 will give us, so look at equation 1, 3 multiplying equation 1 by 3, that will be 3a minus 6b minus 6c. So that will be 3a minus 6b minus 6c is equal to 0. And equation 3 will just remain the way it is. And our equation 3 is 3a minus b minus 3c is equal to 3. So that is 3a minus b minus 3c is equal to 3. Okay, so subtracting those two equations, we'll clearly see, so write the subtraction sign in between them here. We'll clearly see that a is eliminated. 3a minus 3a will give 0. Minus 6b minus minus b will give us minus 5b. Minus 6c minus minus 3c will give us minus 3c. And this is equal to 0 minus 3 will give us minus 3. Whatever we have here, call it equation number 5. Now we are going to take equation number 4 and 5 and now eliminate b. So taking equation 4 and 5, eliminate b, eliminate b. Now, in order for us to eliminate b, look at this. This is minus 7, this is minus 5. I need to make them similar. So I will multiply equation 4 here with 5 and multiply equation 5 here with 7 so that they're both 35. So let's see. This is what we are going to do. So we are going to multiply equation 4 with 5. So we will take 5 of equation 4 minus, since the sign here and here is the same, so we will minus 7 of equation 5. And what does that give? Now 5 of equation 4 will give us 5 times 7, that will be minus 35b. 5 of minus 25c is equal to 5 minus 5. Then we are subtracting those two equations, minus 7 of equation 5. So multiplying equation 5 with 7, we will have minus 35b. Multiplying this with 5, we'll have minus 15c. And multiplying this with the, sorry, we are taking 7 of equation 5. So multiplying this with 7, we will have minus 35b. Multiplying this with 7, we'll have minus 21. So that will be minus 21. Minus 21 of c. So minus 21 of c. And this is equal to 7 multiplied by this, that will be minus 21. So subtracting these two equations, this will give minus 35 minus minus, that will give us a 0. Minus 25 minus minus, so plus, that will be minus 25 plus 21. So that will be minus 4c. And then minus 5 minus minus 21, that will be 21 minus 5. So that will give us 16. So clearly our C is equal to, minus 4. Our C is equal to minus 4 from this here. Now, guys, after we already get the value for C, we can return it in either equation 4 or 5 to get the value of B. So to get the value of B, we replace C value in either equation 4 or 5. Equation 4 or 5, we'll choose one to replace it in. So let's see, we can decide to replace the value of C in equation 5. So we have, replacing it in equation 5, we have minus 5B minus 3C, but what's the value of our C? C is minus 4 is equal to minus 3. So minus 5B minus, this will be plus 12, bringing it to this other side. So that will be minus 3 minus 12. So this will give us minus 5B is equal to, minus 5B is equal to minus 15. So what's the value of B? B is equal to 3. Finally, in order for us to get the value of A, we replace the value of C and B in either equation 1, 2, or 3. So we can replace in either of these equations. So to get the value of A, we replace the value of B and C in either equation 1, 2, or 3. So any of these equations you can replace and get the value of your A. Okay, so let's replace it in equation 1. Equation 1 is A minus 2B minus 2C is equal to 0. So taking that, A minus 2B minus 2C is equal to 0. A minus 2 into the value of B is 3, minus 2 into the value of C is, so the value of C, we got the value of C as minus 4, is equal to 0. So A is equal to, bring this to the other side, so it's minus 6. If it comes to the other side, it will be positive 6. This minus positive 8, so it will be minus 8. So A is clearly equal to minus 2. Now, guys, remember, A, B, C were just substitutions that we introduced in order for us to avoid using 1 over X, 1 over Y, and 1 over Z. Now, remember we said let 1 over X be A when we started. So recall this, let 1 over X be A. So since you already have the value of A, which is 1 over 2, minus 2 is equal to 1 over X. So what's the value of X from here? So X, if you make X the subject of the formula, it will clearly be minus a half. And we've found the value of B to be, so our value of B is 3. And our B was 1 over Y. So making Y the subject of the formula, we'll find that Y is equal to 1 over 3. And finally, our C, which is equal to minus 4, was 1 over Z. So our C, which is minus 1 over 4, was our Z, was our 1 over Z. C was equal to 1 over Z. Sorry, so our C is not minus. Our C is equal to minus 4, and it is 1 over Z. So what's the value of Z? Taking this 2, making Z the subject of the formula, our Z will be equal to minus a quarter. So those are the answers. Whenever you're doing any question involving elimination or substitution, follow those procedures, then you should be able to get your answers. And if you replace this